Welcome to Flint Hill's Tuesday Tips. These tips will help you get to know Flint Hill School better as an educational partner for your family. I'm this week's host, Brian Lamont, Director of the Middle School, and I'm currently located on the first floor of the Peterson Middle School. During this week's segment, I want to tell you how Flint Hill focuses on creating safe opportunities for middle school students to take meaningful risks through an intentional advisory program and a variety of academic and extracurricular options, and how taking these risks can be an important part of their development, self-confidence, self-awareness, and outcomes later in life. The middle school years are an incredibly important and dynamic period of skill development and identity formation, a time of life in which young adolescents are exploring and figuring out all sorts of things about themselves. Who am I? Where do I fit? What am I interested in? What works well for me and what doesn't? Programmatically and philosophically, our program at Flint Hill fosters this development, and taking meaningful risks is an essential part of that. Adolescents are naturally predisposed to risk-taking. When we talk about taking meaningful risks, we're not talking about things like skydiving or the Tide Pod Challenge. Rather, we're focused on the positive risk-taking that helps middle schoolers stretch themselves as students and as people. Our advisory program is the foundation of social-emotional risk-taking. Following the principles of developmental designs, advisory fosters a sense of belonging and personal development for each student while building community within the small advisory group of roughly 10 students. Through the fun but intentional daily lessons that we implement consistently across the middle school each morning, students learn and practice the social and self-advocacy skills they need to be successful, incrementally gaining confidence and comfort with meaningful risk-taking. This paves the way for students to feel safe and empowered to ask a question in math class, set up a meeting with their English teacher, initiate a friendship with a classmate, and stand up for something or someone they believe in, all of which can initially feel uncomfortable at this stage of life. Academically, we require a broad set of offerings and experiences while also allowing flexibility and choice, all of which facilitates important skill development and cultivates curiosity, interests, and passions. All of our middle schoolers take classes in a range of subject areas: English, math, science, history, language, and fine arts. Within these requirements are options to choose from, with honors level classes, 3 different languages, and 6 fine arts offerings. We encourage students to explore new interests and stretch themselves, knowing that we have safety nets in place and can make schedule adjustments after the year starts if need be. Students also have an elective period in their schedule, which they can fill in a variety of ways, by taking a second fine arts or language class, or by mixing and matching elective classes in makers, robotics, broadcasting, creative writing, math counts, common, and programming. They can also add a study hall as they figure out what their workload feels like. Many of these options can be taken part or full-time to allow students the flexibility to take a deep dive into one area or explore as many as 8 of these classes over their 2 years in middle school. Finally, our interscholastic athletic program is an extension of our philosophy of safe exploration and risk-taking. All middle school students participate in a sport in the fall, winter, and spring. Within each season, they have a variety of options to choose from. Some choose sports they already excel in, and many opt to try something brand new. Regardless, we have the appropriate levels in place as they learn sport-specific skills, enjoy the experience of being part of a team, and further explore their interests. During this incredibly rich and sometimes messy period of life, we help students feel empowered and safe to take meaningful risks, socially, academically, artistically, and athletically. This moves them incrementally forward on their journey to self-awareness and responsible independence, while giving them experience and confidence to blaze their trail and make educated decisions in high school and beyond.